Hello, guys. Thanks for joining in tonight. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, right down snare, wrap it up on that baby, man, and come on in, because we got a lot of great things going on at the Audio Master Show. Man, I just want to say thank you guys so much for always tuning in, typing in your comments and everything. It's great to be on here and great to be able to do this show, man. So thank you so much. I was asked yesterday, actually, by a friend of mine who was interested in actually building a recording studio. And he's like, man, how much is it going to cost me to build a professional recording studio? And I was like, oh man, the sky's the limit. But hey, you don't have to spend millions to actually get some great recording gear to do some great work. I love it, man. 35 years ago, you probably would have to spend tons and tons and tons of money to actually get some decent sounding recordings, just because everything was analog back then, and we weren't doing anything in the computer in our DAWs these days. And so here's the thing, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. For those of you who do want to start a recording studio or actually build a recording studio, man, look, let me tell you, put your money in some good microphones and some good preamps and good compressors, and beef up your front end first, everything before you actually get into your computer, into your DAW. And this is going to make your sound really, really good, man. With plugins, here's the thing: you can go in with these nice preamps and compressors, and then once you get inside, then you can use like waves and all these other little tools to manipulate the sound and actually add second and third harmonics and do some great stuff. So I have to say, probably under $10,000, man, or somewhere around that range, you should be able to do something really, really nice. And this isn't actually building a recording studio room as far as your room acoustics goes. This is just basic. This is just your basic stuff, like your preamps and compressors, your DAW, actually what you're going to be using in your computer. So you figure you got to spend money on your computer, and you need it, a nice interface. So that's going to cost you a little bit. So it's probably going to be around $10,000 or $12,000 by the time it's all said and done. But here's the thing: you won't be done. You're going to continue to add to your studio as you go, because there's always going to be something you want to add to it. But you can do some really nice stuff that get you in the ballpark. I've seen people just use one microphone, one condenser microphone to do everything, and they'll go into a nice preamp, and then from there into a compressor and into their DAW, and then just use all their plugins, man, to actually manipulate the sound and create the sound that they want once they get into the computer. And so if you've got a spare bedroom or something like that, you can always use that as a good starting point. But here's the thing: you're going to do so there's a difference between tracking and mixing and mastering. And so those are three different elements that takes place during the recording process. And so in each one of these processes, procedures, there's different elements that take place, as far as you can do the tracking over here, but then you can do the mixing over here at this facility, and then you can do the mastering over this facility. And all these different places typically have guys in a room, especially like a mastering facility, where they have certain tools in there and certain compressors that they use and EQs to actually make your sound radio sound. And so it's a beautiful process. The whole thing is beautiful, whether you're just a person who likes to play music and record music, doing the tracking part of it, or it gets really in depth once you get past that and get into the mixing process, how you want to produce the song out, and that is just a beautiful thing in itself. And then actually mastering it and adding all the ice cream to it and the flavor to make it nice, fat, and warm, and loudness, as far as being compared to other songs on the radio. And that all takes place in the mastering part. But I'm telling you, man, once you get in, once you start recording, music, you're going to be hooked, and you're going to really, really love doing everything. Everything that you do whenever you get in that process of recording and being a engineer. So I wanted to keep it really kind of short tonight. It is Saturday night, man. It's such a great night to be out and doing things. If you're not in your recording studio, man, get in there. I want to encourage each and every one of you musicians who play, get in your studio and start doing something, start recording tracks. I also wanted to say, if you don't know what this channel is about, and it's your first time here, man, we are about talking about recording techniques, mixing techniques, tracking techniques, also doing reviews on new equipment, microphone reviews, anything. Hey, man, if this sounds like you, man, hit that subscribe button, slam that bell, man, and come on in, because we'd love to have you, man. We want all your comments. And look, if you already have a studio, type down there what you're using, man. I love to talk music gear and recording gear. And so if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, man, come hang out with me, man. And type down in the comments down there below as to what you're doing and what you're using, and share all that good information with me, man. And I just appreciate each and every one of you dropping in, man. So anyway, I typically come on here as Texas time. I usually come on at 7 o'clock, and from 7 to 9, but I did want to get here a little early tonight because of the fact that Saturday night and I've been out of town and just wanted to get back and hang out with you guys, man. When it's talking about music and recording and stuff, I could talk all night about this kind of stuff, but my friend, like I say, brought up about starting a recording studio and what's it going to take to have a professional studio. And hey, I just want to say the sky is the limit, because you can spend tons and tons of money just on a mixing board, man. So it depends on if you're doing it all outboard or you're doing inboard and outboard and you're doing the two. And so I mean, the sky's really the limit as far as how much you can spend. But if you're on a budget, man, you should be able to get in there and do something nice around $10,000-$12,000, or to kind of get you in the ballpark to start recording some stuff, man. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you joining in tonight. And look, man, come back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We are going to be on. We got some great material you do not want to miss out on. And until then, we will see you later.